We are going on a field trip. That means we get to leave the classroom for a day and enjoy some fresh air. The best thing about a field trip is that it brings a fresh new approach to a subject. And it is great for the teacher too, because we don't have to prep for that day. Or do we? Everyone loves to get out and enjoy different surroundings. Just to drive alone can be fun. You as a teacher will need to pick a trip that will have educational value for all your students. Where do we go and what do we do when we get there? I think it's important for the teacher to visit the site before the field trip to prepare a handout for all the students. Having a list of questions or tasks that all the students will need to take part in is necessary for the trip to be successful. Otherwise, the students have no real focus if there isn't any guidelines to follow. When I set up a trip, I always have a list of questions that need to be answered, and the kicker is that they are graded on completing those questions. It adds so much more value to the field trip, whether they think so or not. The biggest part of organizing a field trip is that the students need to be prepared. You can't expect them to go somewhere and get the value out if they have no idea what they're doing in the first place. I like to plan any field trip toward the end of my course. That way I can bring it all together and solidify what we have been learning. We all have to do our part to make sure it is successful for all parties involved. You have to make sure everyone is safe and accounted for. You need to make sure that you have all the right forms and documents in place. You want the experience to be something that the students will have positive comments about. Use this opportunity wisely. Make sure everyone understands the importance of safety and outline what is expected to be learned. Spend some time before you leave the site to answer any questions that the students may have. With any luck, the students will have a great time and be exhausted for the trip back home. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed this little presentation. So long.